What is up guys, it's Cabo here and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be talking about 5 things that could still be implemented into FIFA 19. I know it's quite late now guys, I've already announced quite a lot of new features including all of the Ultimate Team stuff, Journey stuff. There'll be, click the iCard and you'll see my video rounding all of that stuff up. But these are things that I think still at this stage could be implemented. Most of them aren't big things. Some of them are bigger than others and probably would have to wait until next year, but I do think these could really improve the game and just make the gameplay a lot better, a lot more engaging, and keep FIFA interesting for longer, because it has died out a bit now if I'm honest. So let's get into it. Right, so I'm going to do like the thing that I think is like least likely to change, or well, like the smallest stuff first. So we are going to start off by talking about new penalties, and yeah, this is probably quite a major problem for some of you guys, especially if you play Foot Champs. The reason this is only number 5 on the list is because it's probably too late to do anything about this, but yeah, unless I have done something in the beta, which I'm not sure that I have. I really don't think they have. I haven't got the beta myself, but I have heard some feedback from others. They haven't changed penalties, and especially if you're playing Foot Champs, it goes to penalties, or I know they knockout tournaments not there anymore, but like a crucial game, have to win it, and yeah, the penalties, they just roll them along the floor, and the goalkeeper just kind of falls over and doesn't save them. Yeah, it's not very good really, is it? I do think like the shooting they can improve as well, make it a bit more accurate, and it's sometimes a bit inconsistent and in the same place it goes while it goes. I guess that is kind of the fun of FIFA, but yeah, for like a competitive esports scene, you can't have that unpredictability in it really, and I think the goalies especially would be helpful to change, because the goalies can be quite annoying. Moving on to number 4, we have got manager mode. So this would be a lot higher up the list, like if it was like big changes, but I think it may be too late. So they are adding, literally the only thing they're adding is the draw for the Champions League, which PES had anyway, so it's not really that interesting. But I do think probably still could be implemented is like adding like a lot better stuff for like the youth system. You know, like maybe just the transfers in the youth thing are quite boring really, and just transfers in general could be a lot better. But like the academy, like you can keep track of players' development a lot better. Maybe, I don't know, like certain training for them, or like send them on their own like pre-season tours and stuff. I don't know. And I think a reserve league could be quite a good idea, like a reserve league in like under 23s, under 19s league maybe. Like you don't play the games, you can just like keep track of results and have like youth staff who like appoint managers for those teams and stuff maybe. Maybe like if your player's going to retire, they could join your youth staff or something, which does happen quite a lot in real life. I've seen it with a lot of players recently going into coaching, like Michael Carrick staying at Man United. Unfortunately, James Conner's going to stay at West Ham. But that's beside the point. I do think that that would be a good thing to add, maybe. Yeah, just could make manager mode a lot more interesting, because people said about the beta is that they haven't really improved it at all. We do want to see improvements in manager mode, because it is one of the most popular modes in FIFA. Right, so moving on to number 3, I've got something which I think would be very, very, very easy to implement and could easily be done at this stage. It's not like the biggest thing, but it's higher up the list because it'd be really easy for EA to do. Yeah, they could still probably like add it in a patch or something, so very easy. But it is in regards to the Ultimate Team transfer. So as you guys know, when you're trying to snipe a player who's got many informs, it can be quite difficult. Because I do know that a lot of people have sniped like the wrong inform or even the wrong player, because the searches can't be precise enough. So I'm saying they add advanced searches for each player, so you can maybe search for like certain inform for each player. Like if you wanted a certain Mo Salah last season, it wasn't very difficult. Sorry, it wasn't very easy to get the right one. Very difficult to get the right one at times, especially you know when he's got like 13 cards and stuff. And maybe you could search for like a certain rating, or maybe a certain position. Maybe if you're like birthday card for that player and it's in like a different position, might want to use that. I'm not sure, but I think that could be really easy to implement, especially if you're trying to get players like for like an SBC maybe. It could be helpful, because SBCs, I'll say, are one of the best additions to the game in recent years. But yeah, I just do think that'd be a really good addition. EA could do it easily. Moving on to number 2, we are moving on to pro clubs, and well, pro clubs could really do with an overhaul in all departments, but we know it's probably too late for that. Yeah, pro clubs hasn't been changed very much, and people who've got the beta for pro clubs for FIFA 19 haven't been very impressed, because it's literally the same stuff. So a few things I think could still be added to pro clubs is improve the AI. It's needed, especially in drop-in matches. It can be so annoying when the AI just does like a really bad pass, and then you just get marked down for bad call. More on that later, but yeah, it is just very stupid, the AI. You would have seen like some FIFA 17 videos. No, that's not FIFA 18, but AI scoring on goals and stuff just for no reason. It was so annoying. Like, if you're playing in a cup or in a division match, you have to win, stay up or get promoted, or to win the cup. And the AI makes a terrible decision, like a bad back pass or misses an open goal or something. It can be pretty infuriating. The pro clubs in the background, you've probably seen some quite bad mistakes from the AI. I also think on pro clubs it'd be quite easy to do this is if you've got like a person who's not playing but they're in your club. So say you've got like, I don't know, my one had like Jack at Cam, but he wasn't on very much. So say like there's no one who wants to go at Cam, it just puts his pro at Cam as an AI. So then it's better than like the crap 75 rated AI, but obviously he's not controlling it. I think it'd just make it feel a lot more realistic and maybe a lot better and more interesting. Like, you wouldn't have to get like stats off it if you're not actually playing. I don't think that would be fair, but yeah, I do think that'd be a very good addition. So last but not least, we've got what I think would be the best addition to this year's FIFA, and that would be to change the defending. I mean, it's probably a bit late at this stage, but I could still tweak it a bit with patches and stuff, just to make the defending a little harder. Because at the start of last year, I think it was like a good gauge, but then you've probably surely had it when you're beating someone like 8-0 when they put the controller down, and it's harder to score than it was when they were playing because the AI is such good position. I think it should be a little bit more controlled by you and a bit harder to defend for those players who aren't really sure what they're doing, just because they've got, I don't know, in FIFA 18 you just chuck Eric Bailly at the back and you just body everyone off the ball. I do think they should make strength a little less OP, but yeah, you could just have a bad player and they've just got strong defenders and it carries them through the match, especially if you've got Valencia and Bailly and, you know, maybe like Varane and Russillion linked on the other side and stuff like that. It was so difficult to play against even if it was a bad player. I do think it could be really improved and it'd make esports a lot better and just generally make FIFA a lot better, because a lot of these changes that are to do with gameplay, if FIFA want to make it as a big esport, I do think they need to be implemented. I know I'm not like a pro myself, I'm not that good at FIFA, but I do think as they're trying to push like all of this like esport stuff for people, and they do need to make it less luck based and a bit more skill, and I do think manual defending, like, well, I'm going to call it manual defending, would be really good, because it is manual because the AI is not helping you, but I do think manual defending would be a very good addition, make the game a lot more skill based and a lot fairer for those better players against players who probably aren't as good as them but are using a better team. So guys, those are my 5 things that I think should still be implemented that can really improve FIFA 19. If you guys have got any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. If I get enough, I could even make a video on your suggestions. So if you do play FIFA, please feel free to leave any suggestions you have in the comment section below. Make sure you check out my video about the new features in case you haven't seen that already, because I put this video in a lot more context and stuff like that. And if you've got a beta code, please can you talk to me? I know the beta's over, but I just want to hear what mode you got and how you think of it. You can put that in the comments if you like as well. And yeah, there'll be a poll in the top right which you think is the best addition that they have made to FIFA this year that's definitely confirmed in the game. So be sure to enter that, and I might have a play of that maybe. If you guys are more interested in stuff like that, I'll play the mode you're most interested in FIFA 19. Probably a career mode, definitely Ultimate Team, stuff like that. Please stay tuned guys, I may do another video of this about the new Black Ops game, the beta. I did play for that because it was open. Hopefully that video can come out soon if you guys want to see it, so please leave any thoughts around that in the bottom comment section as well. So there's nothing else to say guys apart from thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.